How many times is Pentecost mentioned in the Bible? The term Pentecost pops up in the Bible, but maybe not as frequently as one might expect given the significant place it holds in Christian theology. The exact number of mentions can be a tricky thing because you have to consider different translations and where they might slip in synonyms. In the original Greek of the New Testament, the word Pentecost itself comes from Pentecost, which literally means 50th. It's the 50th day after Passover, also linked to Easter in Christianity, occurring 50 days after. Why is this number important? Well, it was originally a Jewish feast day, Shavuot, celebrating the harvest, and also the giving of the law to Moses on Mount Sinai. Now, if we're talking strictly mentions of Pentecost in the Bible, as it specifically relates to the Christian holy day that commemorates the descent of the Holy Spirit on the apostles, as described in the Acts of the Apostles, Acts 2:1-31, it's actually just once. That's right, the term is explicitly mentioned only in the book of Acts. However, the events of that day and the impact thereafter ripple across the early Christian communities and shape quite a bit of what comes next in the New Testament. The after effects of Pentecost, where the apostles start speaking in tongues and fire up their missionary zeal, basically kickstart the spread of Christianity. So while the name Pentecost itself doesn't get thrown around that much, the actual event is a major pivot point for the religion. Sure, for someone like me, based in Portland, tracing occurrences of words in a text might sound like an unusual way to spend a rainy afternoon. And let's be honest, we have a fair share of those. But this kind of question digs into the roots of language, translation, and meaning, sort of like twisting the kaleidoscope to get a different view of the same pieces. Whether you're spiritual or just into words, the story of Pentecost serves as a powerful narrative about understanding and the birth of a global movement. Interesting no matter what angle you're coming from. Now when the sun peeks through the clouds here in Oregon, and I decide to step away from the words and into the wonder of the world, I might just reflect on Pentecost in another light. Less about the count in the text, more about the essence of change and revelation.